Welcome to Outback Sarawak. I'm Faye and today we're coming to you from Sri Aman.
I'm Faye, actor, dreamer, traveler, on a journey to explore my native land. This is my story. The Sri Aman district is located 130 kilometers away from Serian. The district's capital used to be called Sri Aman. Aman is the Malay word for peace, and since pigeons are associated with peace, they are an icon for this town. The town is currently known by its old name, Simangang. Located by the Batang Lupa River, it was at this river that they had caught the legendary Bujang Senang. The 19-foot white-backed killer crocodile has been immortalized through the sculpture at the wall.
Established in 1849 as an administrative center during the Rajabrut reign, Sri Aman is a town that is steeped in history. To learn more about its past, let's head to Fort Ellis. Fort Ellis was named after Margaret Ellis Lily the Wind, the wife of Sir Charles Brooke. Refurbished in 2013, the building now houses the Sri Aman Heritage Museum.
Constructed in 1864, this is the oldest building in Sri Aman. Back then, this used to be a government office and administrative center. Built on a hilltop, the fort occupies a commanding position and is equipped with cannons, which had enabled it to prevent oncoming enemy threats from the river. As a heritage museum, it recounts the story of Fort Ellis and the history of Sri Aman. Fort Ellis overlooks the Batang Lupa River, and the landscape around the river itself is an attraction on its own. As you walk down along the pathway from Fort Ellis, you'll notice a bunch of large trees that have grown in its surrounding area. By the looks of these trees, they could be more than 100 years old. I wonder what secrets they keep from a bygone era. The trees lend character to this historical site. If I had to pick a spot that overlooks the river to watch the tidal bore, this would be it.
The tidal bore at this river in Sri Aman has been ranked among the top 10 tidal bores in the world. To commemorate this unique phenomenon, a tidal bore festival is held here every year when the waves are at its highest. That's when you'll see the river abuzz with various water sports activities.
Not far from Fort Ellis lies a captivating structure called the Sengkor Temple. Situated at the waterfront, this is another tourist attraction in Simangang, as the beautiful temple looks very much like the ones you'll see in China. At the top and corners of its curved temple roofs, you'll see figures of mythical creatures such as dragons and phoenix. Both are considered auspicious symbols in the Chinese culture. You know, I kind of like the tiger as it's a symbol of strength and courage. Who knows, it might even bring me some luck. The temple had been slated for some upgrading work that should be completed in a few months. Among others, it involves an installation of a new arch gate, which I'm sure would enhance its beauty even more. Perhaps it'll be ready the next time I'm in town. I'm taking a quick break. Stay tuned for more.
Welcome back to Outback Sarawak. We are at Engkilili Town in Lubuk Antu.
A journey from Sri Aman to Engkilili will take around 35 minutes by car. The town got its name from a fruit tree that grows along the riverbanks of Engkilili and Lubuk Antu. Back in 1854, a group of Hakka Chinese had arrived from Kalimantan to work as miners. Later, a group of Teochew Chinese traders arrived and conducted their businesses at the Old Bazaar. Established in 1920, Engkilili is one of the oldest settlements in Sarawak.
This is called asam payat. Really sour. Like 10 times sour. Really sour. Tastes good.
In Engkilili, it's quite common to see small-time traders displaying what they have for sale on the pavement. You'll also find small and newer shops selling apparels like t-shirts and casual wear for men, women and children to foodstuff and basic household items.
At first glance, this looks like just another quiet little town.
Well, it's probably still early, so I guess most of the shops here haven't opened for business. I feel like having a good cup of coffee. Let's go look for a nice little cafe, shall we? As I was ambling down the street, I stumbled upon a place called 95 News that serves a selection of coffee, food and desserts. How interesting! Why not try something different for change? So I chose the Choco Oreo Frappuccino. Might as well sit down to enjoy my frappe before moving on to my next adventure.
The attraction that lies within Engkilili can be described as not only a mystery, but a famous legend that has put the town on the map. We are going to see the Snake Rock, which the locals call Batu Nanau.
In Engkilili, you'll see a prominent wooden suspension bridge that is supported by concrete pylons. Built across the river, the concept is similar to the bamboo suspension bridges that you'll see in the jungle, only larger and made with stronger materials. If you stand somewhere in the middle, you'll feel the wind blowing in your face. Nice and breezy.
mitos Batu Nanau. Dulu kelia, laban menua agi siga, bermusuh serta kayau anak. Bisi siko tuai kayau, lari naban ka antu pala. Ia lari digagai musuh, niti tinting bukit kana. Lalu rembus ngagai menua bukong. Alright, let's go. In the path to Batu Nanau, you'll see a signboard that states the do's and don'ts when you see the rock. So visitors should pay heed.
The Batu Nanau or Snake Stone is located some 50 meters from the Nyalau Muang Iban Long House in Bukang. According to the locals, the villagers used to call it Batu Lintang until a Siamese man from Kuala Lumpur arrived in Engkilili in search of the stone some 20 years ago. In his dream, he had seen a giant snake that eventually turned into stone. He felt that it was his calling. Guided by his vision, he embarked on a mission to find the stone.
It's astonishing. It just resembles a giant snake head. Just look the size of it. Much like a creature from the land of the giants. It's amazing.
From afar, the cylindrical stone looks like a snake that's come out from the underbrush. It's 9 meters in length and 2 diameters wide. Some locals believe this to be a snake deity that's protecting the area.
It's huge. It's scary too. It's kind of like the eyes, and this is the mouth. This is the head. That's the body.
Within this area, you'll see a cluster of big rocks in similar shapes and sizes. The front part of Batu Nanau rests on a similar cylindrical shaped rock. Directly opposite is another piece which looks like it had been broken, almost as if it had been chopped. Perhaps no one will ever really know the truth behind this mysterious stone. No matter what you choose to believe, the site is worth a visit. With that, it's time to resume our journey. From Engkilili, we made our way to the Batang Ait Dam, which was about less than an hour's drive. Located at the Batang Ait National Park, the 24 square kilometer man-made lake is the gateway to many key attractions within the region. At the Batang Ait Jetty, you will see many motorized traditional longboats as they are a main mode of transportation.
We are taking a quick break. Don't go away. We'll be back with more action.
Nervous. I am so nervous. It's my first time on a longboat heading into the river.
It's wet and muddy by the Lemanak Jetty, and that's something to be expected on a rainy day. But as they say, the show must go on. Besides, the only way to get to our next destination is by longboat. So away we go! There are around 12 Iban long houses in Ulu Lemanak. Hence, I'm quite excited to explore the area.
just arrived at Ulu Lemana Iban Long House. It was raining earlier, but thank God, halfway through it stopped raining.
Named after the Lemanak River, the Ulu Lemana Iban Long House is home to a community of Ibans. Once known as fierce warriors and headhunters, the Ibans are also called the Sea Dayaks. A trip to the Long House is mandatory in order to experience the Iban community's way of life.
Hi!
Welcome.
Sorry, hi, bye. Lama sudah tunggu kah? Okey. Boleh masuk sudah?
Boleh.
Okey. Thank you. Hai. Surah boleh tanya ke apa nama dia?
Pai, boleh dek. Mana
Boleh,
ya nama
boleh.
dek? Umur
Nama
dia
aku-
berapa?
Nama aku Bunuang. Umur aku 58 tahun.
Oh.
58.
So total sini ada berapa family?
16 so.
Dek,
Dan
bapak
orang ada.
Oh, nak ada.
Boleh kucing kin maga orang.
Kerja dia nak.
Itu ai nak boleh itu.
Bisa orang tua dia tu ajak lah.
Orang tua itu aja.
Bisa 16 pintu.
Bisa 16.
Oh, ada 16 pintu berarti 16 family.
Oh.
So, seat semua ada sebab ada yang kosong sebab kebanyakan cuma orang tua yang tinggal. Anak-anak semua kerja di kucing.
Ya.
Berapa lama dah tempat tu? Rumah panjang tu berapa lama? dah?
Lama tu 36
36 tahun sudah.
tahun. Udah ngus dilek sebab kami ke kita.
Oh.
Maksudnya Tok dah 36 tahun.
36 tahun itu.
Sebelum ada Tok, ada sudut sebelum Tok yang dah hangus
Dah
3
hangus.
kali.
One of the things that you'll notice in the Iban Long House is weaving by its women folk. To the Iban women, weaving is an art form. Many will learn to weave from a young age, and a favorite material for weaving is bemban, a type of local reed which the Chinese call water bamboo. A typical Iban woven mat is usually made of bemban, and the material is said to be very cooling. Bemban is also used to make baskets and sun hats. These handcrafted items are woven with motifs which are inspired by many things around them, including animals and plants. And this would usually be made by someone who's considered skillful in her craft. In the Long House, you'll see a range of woven items displayed on the wall for sale. These handcrafted items make wonderful gifts or souvenirs, as they are indeed a labor of love.
What is this? Let me see. Namanya tu? Oh.
Kena orang rawat try.
Untuk apa ni?
Nama.
The Nepal leaf,
Ha.
they get shelter part, the bone itself, so they slice it.
I see.
They use that as a
this
knife.
one.
Yes.
I see.
The Iban Long House community are well known for their warm hospitality. I was taken on a tour of the Long House by the chief, who introduced me to the residents and showed me some of things which are unique to the Iban culture. When evening comes, a simple dinner would precede before the residents gather at the ruai for some entertainment. A popular after-dinner activity is the ngajat or warriors dance. Led by the chief, the participants show up decked in their traditional costumes and dance to live music from instruments played by a few of the residents. Traditionally, the ngajat had been performed by warriors upon their return from battles. At the Long House, it is performed to welcome guests who are then invited to participate, and I'm more than happy to oblige. My journey of discovery has led me to some unique finds. It started with a bit of history, which progressed to a natural phenomenon. Then there's the mythical Snake Rock, which draws the crowd to the quiet town. These events had intrigued me, so I had to carry on and see what else I can unearth despite the weather. And I'm glad that I did, as the Iban community at the Lemanak Long House had welcomed me with open arms. It made me realize that you don't need to come from a certain group to be accepted. We can all live happily together if we learn to respect each other's culture.
Join us again, same time next week on Outback Sarawak. Woo!